Hi all, it's Ali here. I've just walked the dog and I've now got jobs to do. Dad's coming over tonight for his supper, so I'm just doing some green beans on the stove. We've got doing some omelettes tonight, but I've just got bits and pieces to do in the kitchen, so I thought what I'd do is talk to you while I'm doing them. Okay, I've been watching a lot of YouTube, as I always do. I tend to have it on in the background quite often, but I've never found myself quite so intensely, I found myself irritated with remarks, but I've never been so intensely irritated by any presenter as I have with RSN. He absolutely, from almost the moment I switched him on and found this guy, drove me up the frigging wall. There's something about his interviewing style, his repetitiveness, his butting in, and it's not just to one person, it's to everybody. He just doesn't have the right skills to be a good reporter. And not only that, he doesn't make it entertaining. For me, when you're watching somebody who wants to drag somebody else or get in the middle of fights or drama, you have to have entertainment so that it's not so serious. People don't mind seeing a train wreck, but they also want to see a bit of fun, and it done in a light-hearted way, not maliciously. And this guy, I felt really, for the first time on YouTube, and I've been on YouTube, a couple of years, I've been certainly watching for 2 or 3 years, and I found I had a really bad reaction to him. And it's strange, I've felt like that in life about people, but I've never felt quite such a strong reaction on YouTube. I guess I now know what it means to be triggered. The subject I didn't find so triggering, I just found him triggering. The subject of Mama Bear and Baby Bear is upsetting, of course it is, but it's not, that wasn't what got me triggered. I'm a fixer, so if I think something should be fixed, then when I'm listening to the chat and, everything that followed after that, I thought was brilliant, but I just don't like him. I don't know what to say, and the other thing is, I found myself on Twitter being more bold with what I actually feel instead of just being sort of diplomatic. I'm known for my diplomacy because I don't like confrontation. However, when you're triggered, all diplomacy goes out the window. And not only that, it's because I actually wanted to get this guy and punch him, and I thought, come on, this is YouTube. Who cares? He's just a youngster doing his best, or what he thinks is best, presenting a show in the way he wants to present it. It's his platform, he can do what he likes. But everything about his platform screamed wrong, 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 wrong to me. I was absolutely incensed by the guy. Just don't think he's grown up enough to be doing that type of show, doing that type of presenting. He just doesn't have the skill sets. He really doesn't. And I actually felt the way he spoke to people was so condescending and rude. And, I've always been told to respect my elders just a little bit. I mean, if someone's older than you and they come on and say they have something to say, I'm sorry, but I think, well, okay, they're 20 years older than me. Maybe they've got something in them or a life experience that tells me that maybe I shouldn't do that or I should do this. That's just me, but maybe that's just not in fashion anymore. Not to listen to anybody that you think actually might have some extra knowledge. I'm just going to get some butter. Oh dear. There's certainly something to be said for not getting over involved in YouTube, and certainly on Twitter. I've never wanted to openly insult anybody, but I'm afraid this guy was my very first. And I'm sorry, RSN, unless you change, I shan't be watching you. I really won't. And if I do, it'll be to wind myself up. That's what it'll be for. Oh dear. I'm frying up some mushrooms at the moment. As I said, I'm doing some green beans. I'm going to do omelettes tonight, and probably, well, I will be having some sauteed. Should we say sauteed rather than fried? Yeah, I can hear you, Rolo. Yes, sauteed, because I'm doing them in butter. My dad's 93, he couldn't care less. He's in butter. What else have I got to say? I've been doing some crafts. I'm still not sure about what I'm going to say. What I'm going to sew. I've had a newish subscriber. Every time I do a video, he's always asking, please can I watch you sew? Will you do thread a video? Will you thread your machine? Will you do this? Well, my machine, just for you, is going in for a service. When, I don't know. Either that or I've got to service it myself, and I'll have to watch a YouTube channel to do that. And this is where YouTube comes into its own, isn't it? How to. Oh, I'm wondering if anyone's got how to repair a sewing machine that keeps skipping stitches. It's really annoying, and I've got something I really want to make, which is going to be a nice posh sort of thing, so I don't want that to happen. Let's not overheat these. So yeah, I've just been out with Rolo. We've had our morning walk, and of course, coming in to a nice quiet house, I thought I'd take this opportunity for a video. Oh gosh. After my rant the other day, I had lots of very funny comments. So, what can I say? I know everybody's had these similar situations, especially with doctors. But they're the other ones that, you know, they've got all this supposed knowledge, but haven't got a clue how to speak to people properly. It's quite hilarious. And apparently, there is something about perceived pain, which is apparently a medical term. It can be used differently as a medical term. Again, I found that out on YouTube. The things I find out, it's amazing. Anyway, I'm going to carry on with all my jobs. I've got loads, but I just wanted to chat and tell you how incredibly triggered this guy makes me feel. Uni is another one. She will no doubt have a go at me for saying her name, but she's another one that I'm trying to find ways of understanding what makes her tick and everything. And but she seems to be very much on the defensive the whole time, and maybe that's because people are being nasty to her. I don't know much about her. She certainly didn't invoke the amount of anger that I felt watching this other guy. Anyway, love to you all. Take care, and thank you for joining me. Bye.